Hello everyone, getting used to a new camera is a pain. In another universe, there's a me being happy that he can just use his phone camera that looks nice when it's recording a TV screen, or at least nice in comparison. Because honestly, this thing just has infinite problems. The best I could do is change the exposure setting so that it weights it to the center point, or something like that, I don't know. Just so basically it can self-adjust and make itself look a little bit better. But hey, let's just talk about the game. It's fun, it's underrated, and I love it. And you should go watch the cutscenes on YouTube or something where you can see them looking how they're actually supposed to look. Without my camera walking up and crapping all over it. The one thing is, at least the camera looks nice with live action stuff. So if I ever get around to making more skits, which I try to do, but other people just are never available. Just trying to flatten up the camera. Looks like the exposure thing isn't really affecting much. It still looks just as crappy as it did before.
It's alright.
I've been recording the same intro thing, trying to get it to look nice over and over and over and over and over again.
May we always continue to have peace. Son of Soliana, guide and watch over us.
Hopefully it'll at least look nice enough for a crappy Let's Play that no one's gonna watch. Also, this game's amazing all in all, in my opinion. Story, gameplay, all of that. But everyone agrees the music's great. Like, I may be alone in saying the entire game's great, but everyone agrees the music slaps. Also, why does this game that came from 2006 look better than the graphics in most modern games?
A pleasure to meet you at last, Princess of Soliana. I am Dr. Eggman.
People say they don't like this design, but I honestly prefer this redesign where they made him look slightly more quote-unquote realistic.
Now, Princess, this way, please.
And then the only redesign the other characters got was being sized up a little bit, and like, basically a little bit of their shape changed, and that stuck around mostly.
That's a pretty snazzy performance there.
The iconic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
So yeah, just like with my previous ones, it's a little bit brighter than it's supposed to be, and I tried turning brightness settings down, but then it either looked too pale, too, like, dark, like every shadow basically made a scene just look entirely black, and, or it looked like it just had, like, green paste over it.
Why are you helping me?
No special reason.
Sonic!
So yeah, go look up just a compilation of game cutscenes on YouTube. You'll see it's a bit, everything looks a bit darker, and the coloration looks better, just a bit better.
I'm afraid our little game ends now.
Sonic, take this!
I got it! And don't worry, I'll rescue you!
I know.
It's only a matter of time before it's mine. Until then, you can hold on to it for me.
As you can see, the egg carrier has returned from Sonic Adventure. Actually, you know what? When we get into the Castletown area, I think I'll change the exposure setting to just be default. Let's see. I'll do it after the loading screen just in case, because I bet it'll be like once I open the menu thing, then the loading ends.
What's Eggman up to? I need to gather some information.
Also, this game actually has the best open world in my opinion, because apparently just like an adventure, you can seamlessly go between areas, but you have to beat the game first. And, uno segundo. There, I just slightly turned down the exposure. If I turned it down anymore, it just looks too dark, doesn't pick up enough, looks kind of grayish. But I also changed the exposure thing to be a bit more anchored. So, now, let us actually begin the game. Also, this is the last one of the main 3D games until Lost World, where you can just on-command spin dash. So let's see. People with orange above their heads might know something. Saw a fox with two tails over by the plaza. It seemed like he was looking for someone. There's our boy Tails.
Sonic!
Tails! Long time no see.
I'm glad you're here. I heard that you tried to save the princess from Dr. Eggman. You're going to rescue her, aren't you? Let me help. I may not know what Eggman's up to, but it can't be a good thing.
Okay. With your help, this should be a piece of cake.
I'll do my best.
Ah, dang it. Also, this game has the follow, but unlike in Shadow the Hedgehog, the character following really isn't that useful. They don't really do much. But it's cool that's in it. Also, 1 second. Let's see. I was just gonna... Since I took forever with messing with camera settings, it's down to 1 bar already, and which... While I think that'll last a decent time, just in case, I'm going to go ahead and plug it in, which apparently this one can indeed run while charging. Let's see, the charge was on one of the sides, I believe. Let's see, charge input. Oh wait, no, it was on the back, right? This camera is being a major, just absolute pain today. And when I plugged it in, then it just decided to say, oh, you need to reformat the card, and we had to restart it and all that crap, and just, ugh. So let's talk to this old guy. It seems that there's danger over by the beach. All I hear is rumors, though. Who really knows what's going on? Beach, you say?
Sonic, there's a nice store in this town. It might help you find a way to cross the sea.
Oh, look. Silver medal. And so that I don't have to explain it.
Silver medal. now. It may be hard to collect them all. With the money, you can shop in town. Go to the stores often to check out the new items.
Yeah. Also, wait. While I was already pausing and doing stuff, I'm just gonna... one sec. I doubt it'll change much, but I changed the setting. And... yeah, I just really hope everything works out, because... I'm just trying to play a video game, man. So let's see, time for the first, thing. Burp. My name is Alberto Robert. And I've been making shoes in this town for a very long time. I'm making the ultimate shoes now. These shoes use the power of Soliana's mysterious stones to change. I'm calling them custom shoes. But there is no one that can test the full potential of these shoes. Is there anyone who can test the design of these shoes? You'll be able to do that? Really? Yes. Put on the shoes and go through the rings. If I've made the shoes correctly, you'll make it on time. So, just like with the other games, I'm not going to do every side mission. And we'll usually have enough rings from the main missions to get the items and such. And that's game. Amazing! They performed exactly as I thought. My custom shoes are complete. I'll give you these shoes. You'll be able to use them. Money? I don't want any money. I'm just happy knowing that they're being used. The stones that can fit into the shoes are called gems, and you can buy them at the shop over there. They're very rare, but if you put one in these custom shoes, they will give you an entirely new ability. The best shoes in the world, worn by the best runner in the world. I'm so happy. Thank you. So you use right trigger to use special abilities, and they're already set in stone for Shadow and Silver, but Sonic, it's whatever your custom shoe ability is. And then that leads you to, what's it called? The custom shoe ability you use with the right trigger, and the action bar works for all the other characters, but for some reason with Sonic, the action bar just never depletes, giving him infinite ability, but luckily his abilities are just side things, unlike Silver, where you have to use it a lot, and it would entirely break the game if it was infinite. So Sonic's being infinite, while it does break the game if you abuse it, that's you cheating the game. All you're doing is cheating yourself out of the experience. All you have to do is easily choose, I won't do that. And with some of the abilities, it doesn't really matter, like with the blue shoes, because all it is press right trigger and you got a little burst of speed. Which, like, it's not like the boosts in the modern games where it'll blast through enemies. If you run into an enemy like that, you're getting hit. So let's talk to this dude. Welcome. So the only one you can buy at the start is the light chip for 100 rings, which will let you use the light speed dash. Which I remember I had trouble with because I kept trying to use Y like in Sonic Unleashed. One, it's actually X. The Y button is only used in Shadow's story with getting in vehicles.
Take you right to your destination with its magical map.
Yep. So this game decided to open up with a little bit of its version of Emerald Coast, Wave Ocean, which is one of my favorite stages in any game ever. And it is a perfect opening stage because it shows you how the multiple characters work, and it has tons of fun yet challenging for a beginner gameplay, and it even has one of the Mach speed segments that you'd get used to later in the game. Whoops. Meow.
Jump just as you land on a wall. You can jump off of it.
Ah, dang it. Missed them rings. Ah, dang it. I do like that they had a callback to the Vulcan cannon from Sonic Adventure 2. Let's get on this wall. Let's see, usually I'm pretty good at the... Radical! Hey. Yeah, that was my fault. I forgot that you could... I forgot. I keep trying to play as if I have the bounce and the slide, which I don't have yet. Whoop. In this game, unlike Sonic Adventure 2, where each character gets their own stages, it's not in each story, it's one long stage that multiple characters get to go through. That was a bad move. Usually using the aim thing isn't really that great of an idea, because it's a little bit slow for the action, but sometimes it can be good if you do it right. Whoa. Got Shrek'd. Alright, you go up here. Ah, dang, I didn't aim very well right with that. Hit the switch, close the gate. That was, and then Sonic goes, whee, and flings off. I didn't notice that until actually pretty recently, that Sonic flings off the Orca and goes over the gate. And then you go to the second part of the stage, the Mach Speed section, which I wish would come back. These sections are, like, just so awesome.
We're not gonna make it. Let's speed up.
Though I'm not the best at them. Oof. Whoa. Yeah, you gotta be careful not to run straight into... Oh! That was a bad move on my part. I was trying to get the silver medal, but I was at an angle. Oops. Ah, missed it. Bit too far to the side. Dang it, I meant to go up that ramp over there. Ah, no rings. So, no rings. Alright, time to head out. Oops. That was entirely my fault.
We're not gonna make it. Let's speed up.
I do like that this was back when more Sonic games had actual challenge. People like to just blame, it's glitchy, but no, I think most people are just bad at the game. Whoops. I got it, I heard the little meow noise. Woof. Let's go! Okay, that time that wasn't my fault. The game locked me a bit too far to the right, which happens. Gets annoying. Oops. Ah! Oops. Messed up that light dash. Yep, it saved me getting the... Oops. Getting the medal.
We're not gonna make it. Let's speed up.
Oops, missed another medal. Getting all the medals is actually pretty difficult. Okay, so we're just gonna... Oops. Didn't jump high enough. I did a light jump because I was gonna try and go to the left, but... I think I'm too far to the right again. Come on. No. Okay, that's one thing. Most of this game, it is just hard, not glitchy. But... that one loop is honestly just glitchy as frick. Oh wait, I think I turned the volume down a little bit earlier when I was... The main reason I took damage there was because I was only using one hand, so I couldn't use the X or A buttons. Because I remembered, it seems a little bit quiet for my Let's Play, because I like to have it loud for my camera to pick up on it. Yeah, the animation always breaks a little bit during that part, when you're on the walls right there.
Just made it.
Yeah. Not my best score, but not my worst. Hi, here's some sort of timer going off downstairs. Someone must have left something in the microwave. Sad.
It looks like the princess was moved to another location. Let's head back to the city.
I don't know if that was supposed to be a little joke at Sonic's classic rival Mario with the princess is in another castle. Or if that was just what they did for writing, because they wanted you to go to that stage for like a little intro thing. Maybe it's a little mix of both. I'm certain at least Tails' dialogue was a little jab at Mario. So now we're supposed to find Eggman again, but don't worry this time, it won't just be another fake out. Hey, did you hear? They say the way to the desert was closed off because Eggman showed up there. Well, that's our answer. Pretty sure all we have to do now is talk to the mayor dude over here. Dr. Eggman, I don't have time for that. Please come back later. A little girl got up on a roof somehow and can't get down. Don't worry, I know what to do. Ah, dang it. Invisible wall there because guards are sanctioning it off. Just gotta get to the, Oh, we ran past the... What's it called? Guy, the... Why can't I remember his name? Accordion song guy. So next we'll get the anti-gravity, which will let us use the slide attack. Which, some people think the slide is a modern ability, when the first time, there were actual, there were little slide animations at the end of the somersault in Adventure 2. When you weren't near a teammate, your spin dash would just be a simple slide in Heroes, and, what's it called? What was the other thing? Shadow the Hedgehog slide is just a main attack. And then in this game, same thing. Whoops. Okay, that looked a little bit funky. Now you can bounce on over here. I'm sorry to make you worry. I heard Eggman was going to the desert, so I wanted to keep watch from a high place. And then after we get the bounce bracelet from Sonic Adventure 2, that's all for Sonic's upgrades, except for getting the bonus stones. So now all we have to do, talk to this guy who saved us. On behalf of the townsfolk, let me give you our thanks. You want to go to the desert? Just let the soldiers know that you're heading out. They say Eggman headed that way, so please be careful. Oh, you have a pass from Lord Regis. Then there's no problem. Go right ahead. So now we go to Dusty Desert, which this one introduces us to our first boss and to a new gameplay form with Sonic and Elise together.
Don't cry, no matter what happens.
So it sounds like her dad was just crappy, but the reason being, well, you'll see in last story.
Just call me Sonic. Now then, are you okay?
I'm so glad that you came.
I always keep my word.
Sonic!
It looks like a pesky rat has stuck its nose where it doesn't belong. Well, a hedgehog to be more precise. The princess is mine. Until I unlock the secret of the Plains of Disaster.
Tails!
Got it! Let's go!
Lots of people bash the story in this game, but the main reason is because they just don't understand it. Usually because they get stuck and don't finish the story, because
I'll take care of you now. An early breakfast for my pet.
there's different things that you have to play through the game to learn. And like, most people that bash the game's story didn't even get to see the wrap-up to everything in last story, because they like don't bother to finish Silver's or Shadow's story or something.
This is your pet, huh? Okay, Eggman, I'll play with him.
So let's see, what you gotta do is you gotta, whoop, oops, hit the side. Okay, we gotta catch up to this guy.
Sonic, make him run into something!
With pleasure. Okay, gotta make him run more head-on.
I can finally see your face. Now it's my turn.
You're not supposed to land up here. That's thumbnail material. Meow.
Listen to me.
Blasted him into the statue. There are other ways where you can, after you break off the faceplate, you can attack him a few times, but that never seems to work for me, so I just do the head crash into both statues. Also, yeah, I do like how they put Eggman's theme in the Eggman boss themes for Egg Genesis and Egg Cerberus. Also, this was back when a lot of the newer games are basically just like, beat it fast to get a good score, but from all the games from, like, before Colors, when Colors kinda has it, it's really before Generations, it's more about the entire score, damage, rings, enemies beaten, items collected, stuff like that. It's not just the time. Also, this was also when Tails had his good character from Adventure 2.
Go on?
Let's split up. I'll get their attention, and you take the princess.
Like,
Okay, you be careful, Tails.
there's a little bit of lag right there.
Leave it to me.
The Forces, Tails obviously sucks. He's meh in Lost World, and he doesn't really do anything in Colors or Generations.
Hold on tight.
And he's mostly fine in Unleashed, but his opening scene where he cowers behind the monsters is whack, when we see that he clearly can be brave in this Adventure, Adventure 2, Heroes, Shadow, etc. He's usually just always been around doing stuff. Now he's basically been reduced to the nerdy side character, the nerdy sidekick that needs to be saved.
Elise, hold on tight.
Combine the strength with one drink and use this new power to get rid of anything that blocks your path.
Meow, like that. And like, the bar works for this. It works whenever it's actually important. The only time it doesn't work, if it looked a bit weird right there, it was just because I did a really fast slide under the thing. So yeah, it's only really basic Sonic gameplay where the bar just doesn't work. Oop! Didn't slide fast enough. Yeah, you have to use the energy to go over the sand, otherwise, well, it's quicksand. Whoa! Okay, that time, that was that thing being glitchy. The bouncer glitched out right there. I won't blame glitches very often, but that time that was a glitch. But hey, at least it's not that bad. Oof. There we go. Tried to glitch on me again. Ah, messed up my homing chain right there a bit. Ah. Let's see. If the combat seems a little too easy right now, just wait till you get later in the game. Trust me, things get tougher. Got the medal. Okay.
I'm so happy.
Cleared act mission. Oh, why does it look purple? That was just the camera being weird, I guess.
To express how grateful I am for your help. You're hurt.
It's nothing.
Don't say that. I'm sorry. It's all my fault.
Smile.
No one, Kirby. Get it? The tune in this song is Princess Elise's theme, which I do like back when there were lots of actual theme songs that would recur through a game. Started in an adventure and then kind of disappeared after Black Knight, aside from the main theme and colors in Lost World. And then Forces has Forces had Infinite's theme, but aside from it being used in boss fights and it playing in one cutscene, it's just horribly underused. That was dumb. It happened right in the middle of a cutscene. It just stopped reading the SD card for some reason and turned off. Just whatever.
Feels great, doesn't it?
Yes. I've never run so fast before.
Hey, that was dumb.
Nothing starts until you take action. If you have time to worry, then run.
After these cutscenes and when I can pause, I'm gonna go through the, what's it called? I'm gonna look through the files and see how long it is now. Usually I just look at the camera for it, but because it keeps, wait, it says about, it can only be about like 30 minutes long now, right? And now it's time for our first rival battle.
You are the English trigger. Your actions will condemn us all.
Who are you?
My name is Silver. For the future of the world, I will destroy you.
That little orchestral piece recurs a few times throughout the games. Not games, throughout this game.
Time for you to disappear, English trigger.
Time to battle Silver the Hedgehog. People overestimate this fight. Like, people always say, oh, it's so hard and glitchy. Nah, it's not really that bad. But like I said before, also I love the rival battle theme in this game. Like I said before, I'm gonna look at the files, see how much time I have left. So after going through everything, I'd say I probably have like about an hour left. Feels like longer because of how much pain the camera's been putting me through, but I only have like 10-20 minutes recorded right now. So, yeah.
How about this?
All you have to do is bait him into lifting stuff up, attack, and then get away before he hits you.
How about this? How about this?
Ah, great. No! Stop! Stop! Huh. That was a bit weird.
Now.
Got Shrek'd.
Too easy. No sweat.
Oh, so this is the last game with true rival battles. Like, there's kinda rival battles in Generations, but it's only really a true rival battle if you can play as the character. Oh wait, no. Sonic and the Black Knight is the last one with true rival battles. Technically, Shattered Crystal, there's a Styx race, but... let's see. So now we can play as Silver, which... we'll either do Silver or Shadow Story after we finish this story. And that'll be another episode for certain.
Hey!
Oof!
Is this a joke? How could someone like you cause the destruction of our world? What do you mean? It doesn't matter. For the sake of the future, the Iblis Trigger must be destroyed. Elise? Wait! Ha! Don't you dare turn your back on me! It's time I finally put an end to this.
Stop!
Amy? Get out of my way, Amy. This is my mission.
Absolutely not!
We'll see why he knows Amy when we get to his story.
Thanks, Amy. I appreciate it.
Leave it to me.
So now Eggman got Elise again. That sure seems to happen a lot. But don't worry, it's only like in the very beginning where it's basically just like saving Elise over and over. From around this point to on-ish, she kinda stays captured for a bit. Then, let's see, all these people promoting. Eggman's mechs have appeared in the new city. This is terrible. I need to let everyone know right away. So that means we're headed to Solion, a new city, which is by far my favorite mission song. So let's see. This way is closed. I don't know why, but the captain said not to let you through. There's a captain over there, so why don't you try asking there? Huh? So you want me to open the gate so you can get into the new city plaza? Did someone tell you that I'd just go out and do that for you? In that case, I'm sorry to say I can't actually help you. I'm just a lieutenant. Are you looking for the commander? Well, if you just talk to every soldier in town, you'll find him eventually, right? And then it's a mission. You're supposed to talk to them, figure out which one's the commander. But I already know who it is, so I'll just do that, and it'll count as an S rank, which will give me a bunch of rangs. There are 5 soldiers, including me, in this town. Talk to all of them. But some soldiers will feel threatened by you for taking their work. Some might try to trick you, so be careful. I think there might be 2 that will try to do that. If you can figure out who the captain is, come back and talk to me. Also, the other thing about this, I'm just gonna say I'll only record for another hour, just to be on the safe side so it doesn't end up becoming too big of a file. But, yeah. So about another hour from this point. Someone point me to the real commander. Did you figure out who the captain is? Yes. Alright, talk to the one you think is the captain. You guessed it, I'm the captain. I'm the one of the 2 who tricked you. I don't want anyone else involved in Solion's business, but you seem to have the strength. I will ask you on behalf of all the guards, please help us save the princess.
That was incredible!
Yeah, this is the first game with S ranks. gonna... I tried unplugging it for a little bit, but I was...
Sonic, can you hear me?
Let's see.
Knuckles wants to see you. Head to the town's warehouse.
Don't worry, if it causes an issue, then I can just pause. That's why I'm doing it in this area. There we go. It's working fine. Okay, but the camera got a little bit tilted up, so I just... There we go. So now we have to meet Knuckles at the warehouse in the city. So yeah, each story has 3 playable characters, and then also Silver is playable at one point in both Sonic and Shadow's story, and then both Sonic and Shadow are playable in Silver's story, but each only for one section. But for the most part, each one has their main one, Sonic, Shadow, and Silver, and then 2 side ones. Sonic has Tails and Knuckles, Shadow has Rouge and Omega, Silver has Amy and Blaze. Wait a second, I heard a metal noise. Whoops. Let's see, where is it? Heard it around here somewhere. Well... Whoosh! And then, as Lord Regis said earlier, oh no, robots have gotten in, so before you meet up with Knuckles, you have to have a battle here. Let's see, it says there's 2 more. Oh! I died. Oh yeah, also... No, the bounce bracelet isn't in the store yet. Ow, I have some really annoying zits. Also, this is definitely my favorite town mission theme, the one that plays in this one and most of the action stages. Okay, that was not a very effective kick. Oops. Bring. I do like these little green dudes, the remasters of one of the enemies from Adventure 1's Emerald Coast.
That
Nice.
was incredible!
Nah. So now let's just go talk to them. I don't know why it doesn't just instantly go to cutscene instead of just being like, okay, now I'll walk over here.
Knuckles.
Like, I guess it gives you the option to go walk somewhere else if you want to do something.
Of the city. He wanted me to give this to you. Sonic the Hedgehog. If you want me to return the princess, you must give me your Chaos Emerald. Meet me at my base in White Acropolis. Huh, he's pretty cocky.
It's most definitely a trap. I don't think Eggman will honor his agreement.
I'm going.
Sonic?
Since Eggman went to the trouble of telling me where Elise is, I think I should thank him personally.
So now we go to White Acropolis, which will introduce the snowboarding gameplay. Well, introduced into this game. Like, obviously snowboarding was in other Sonic games, but like, you know what I mean. Also, it wouldn't be a Sonic 06 Let's Play if I didn't at least bring this up. Yeah, most of the glitches I'm fine with, and this one is one of them. It's just a fun glitch. There goes Tails. Oops. I didn't mean to go that high. So let's see, first things first, gotta get back to the store, which should be on all of the main plaza areas. Yep. No, I guess you have to get the bounce after you return from the future. You'll see what I mean in a moment if you don't already know. Let's see, White Acropolis is... Let's see, is this Acropolis or... No, that's the forest entrance. Let's see. I don't remember exactly where the Acropolis is. I'm pretty sure it's towards one of the back areas. Let's see, not this back area. And isn't there a... I could have sworn there was a... thing up there, metal up on top of there. Maybe it only spawns after you get to that point in the story where the... Oh yeah, Acropolis is back here. Whoops. I didn't mean to talk to that guy. But yeah, he just said something about the Eggman's robots are over here. So to open the gate you have to defeat Eggman's robots so that the shield will go down, because as you could see, there were purple lasers in front of the cave entrance. Oops. Yeah, that light dash was a bad idea.
Need all the enemies to get through. Good riddance. Yes.
Ow. Oh, there's no commander robot here.
Piece of cake. That's right. Yeah.
Yes.
That was incredible.
Now we can go to the Acropolis. I can hear someone listening to the Five Finger Death Punch cover of Gone Away downstairs. I don't know if the music downstairs is being caught on camera, but if it is, yeah, someone's listening downstairs. Ugh.
There's a secret room here. Let's hurry to the White Acropolis.
Also, one thing I don't know if I pointed it out in a previous video, but every last story, right before the final boss, you always play as Shadow as the last character. Excluding Secret Rings, because you only play as Sonic in that game. And excluding, what's it called? Adventure 1, because Shadow wasn't introduced yet. But, like, Adventure 2, you play as Shadow for the Bio-Lizard boss. And, whoops, sometimes you got a little bit stuck right there. In Adventure 2, you play as Shadow for the Bio-Lizard right before the final boss. In, Heroes, you play as Team Dark for the final phase of Metal Madness before the super final boss. Then, in, what's it called? In, Shadow the Hedgehog, obviously you play as Shadow before the final boss, because you just play as Shadow for the whole game. Oof. And Sonic and the Black Knight, well, 06, you play as Shadow for the final part of the last stage before you do the final boss, and, in Black Knight, you can choose to play as... Yeah, that counted as a death because I got hit. So yeah, if you get hit, you play as Shadow for the last phase, for the last part of the last stage in this game before the final, and Black Knight, you can pick Sonic, Shadow, Knuckles, or Blaze for any of the stages, so who you end up being is, for the final thing, could be Shadow, so my thing can still hold up for that one. Also, if you're wondering what I mean by Secret Rings in Black Knight's last story, I count the after you beat King Arthur and the story continues after the credits as the last story in Black Knight, and in Secret Rings I count last story as last chapter, which is the stage you unlock if you get all 7 world rings and beat a Razor Djinn.
This is a pretty good place for ice.
Oh, there's just a bouncer down there. One of those I know has an, I keep on saying emblem, medal in it. Oops. I messed that up. There's the red one. Whoa-oh, got caught by the spotlight. You know what, let's put an end to this thing. Sometimes that's a little glitch that happens. So now it's time for the second Tails section. Also, one thing I love about this game is none of the characters are just essentially clones of each other. Kind of like, like Adventure 2, I love it, but like, Tails and Eggman essentially play the same, Rouge and Knuckles essentially do, and Sonic and Shadow essentially play the same. But in this game, even if characters play similarly, none of them play exactly the same. They all have their own unique abilities, like, even when, like, Sonic and Shadow do have their similarities, but, and like Knuckles and Rouge still do, but they still play differently and feel different to play as. Meow. Yeah, you can break down these big buildings. The physics in this game are pretty fun. And yeah, there's a little bit of lag or slowdown sometimes, but hey, it's fine. Still recording. You can come in if you'll be quiet. Ladies and gents, Bad Beans is in here. Dang, something just looks extra weird about it this time. 1 second. Okay, I guess we're just stuck with it looking weirdly bluish purple. Like it is, but like with this thing, like look through the camera, it looks like extra blue purple. Just because of something about the way it gets the light is weird, but hey, whatever. Oh, screw you. I believe we're reaching the end of this stage. So let's see, the last clip was 25 minutes long, so this one, I'll just let it go for another 25 minutes, and then I'll just call it end. Clear that mission and cleared it with an S.
You're late. already had to deal with your little pets.
Where's Elise?
My, aren't we impatient?
Sonic!
You better not move. Now, the Chaos Emerald. Place it there.
The pure joy in his face right there. Also, sometimes it feels a bit quieter. I'm gonna turn it up a notch.
It's no use. It's too powerful for you to overcome. Now, allow me to introduce you to my latest creation. This is the Solaris prototype.
You might be confused because Solaris is a live thing. The Solaris prototype is the prototype of harnessing Solaris's power, which you see people were trying to do when you get to the accident 10 years ago's cutscene in another story.
Yet. They've just been teleported by my glorious invention to another time. Who knows where they'll end up? It could be in the distant past or far future. But my machine still requires some fine-tuning. In fact, what my machine needs in order to be complete is your power.
My power?
Yes, I can finally complete my plans, now that I have the Chaos Emeralds and you, the Princess of Soliana.
He says that the Chaos Emeralds is just he has all of them.
Of disaster.
I think that was a mistranslation issue. It's not supposed to have an S. He only has a Chaos Emerald.
Everything and rule the world. So, you would be wise to remain on my good side.
Because the rest of the Chaos Emeralds are still around the place. You'll see most of them in Shadow and Silver's story, but we find more Chaos Emeralds in this story even. So Eggman doesn't have all of them, he just has one. Maybe two. No, only one. The blue one.
Boy, do I feel dizzy.
So this is the same place, but the future.
Oh, look who's here. I didn't expect to see you guys.
Rouge! Shadow!
Hi, long time no see.
You'll see why Rouge and Shadow are in the future when we get to their story.
This is the distant future, far removed from our own timeline.
Even if colors do look off sometimes, at least it looks better than my old camera.
Eggman's machine can control time.
And a much better
Eggman's got
resolution. This one records in 1080p,
Now, how can we get back to our own time?
30
You need a
FPS.
space-time rift, but this requires a lot of energy.
Also, this is the only game that remembers that Sonic can use Chaos
I
Control.
see. You mean using your chaos control will...
Because, like, Sonic and
Yes,
Shadow,
but
both,
that alone
like, it
is
starts off with
insufficient.
Shadow using it in Adventure 2, and then Adventure
Okay,
2,
Shadow.
Sonic discovers he
Looks
can
like
use
we
it.
need to work together.
And then after that, only Shadow ever uses it. And then in this game, they remember that Sonic can use it. And also, we discover that Silver can use it. And then after that, it goes back to, oh, I guess only Shadow can... Shadow's the only one that uses it now. Which, like... I get it, Chaos Control doesn't even really become a big part of the story for most games after this, but... yeah.
The whole city's on fire!
Also, oh!
Yes!
This is definitely one of my favorite stages, but everyone says that. This Radical Train is another one of the best. Ah, dang. I was a bit too far to the side. Oops. Like, someone was complaining about hating Sonic 06, and they were like, I couldn't get past the snowboard part, and then I was like, which snowboard part? They couldn't even get past stage 3, so it's just that they sucked. Ah, dang, didn't charge enough. But hey, at least there's this. Oops. Oof. That didn't go quite according to plan, but yeah. Then now the main, it doesn't need to load every time there's a gameplay change. It only needs to load when it's a music change. And Crisis City has 4 music parts. The only other stage with 4 parts is Kingdom Valley. Every other stage only has 1, 2, or 3. Every stage has at least 2, but sometimes in a story it only plays 1. Nice. This stage also introduces the Ifrits, which after this game won't really get called back to except for Generations when they appear in the Generations Crisis City. And then there's an Ifrit Golem in Secret Rings. Also, one of the main things that Generations got wrong about Crisis City is they just outright forgot that this song has guitar. They made it only orchestra without guitar, which it's still good, but they take away from it. Like, there's guitar in the Act 1 version, but for some reason, there's no guitar in the Act 2. Also, now I'm getting back into the whole groove of the game, so, oops. So I should be doing better from this point on, less deaths and such. Will you look at that, there's a medal up there. Not sure how to get it, though. And then we go to part 3. Which, part 4 is amazing, but I'd say part 3 is probably my favorite of the Crisis City songs. Though, part 4, definitely a close second. Because not only is the guitar epic, but also, if you listen to the soundtrack, you can hear the big finale part of the song where it's like do 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 do, and as the rising notes and stuff, the sound's epic. Which I'll probably beat this part too fast to hear the part I was just mentioning, but you should definitely take a listen. Because part 3 is pretty short, but it has an amazing soundtrack. then part 4, definitely a close second. Like, the guitar work isn't as good as Adventure 2, nothing comes close. But this game has amazing guitar.
That tornado's carrying the car.
Also, definitely the hardest part of the mission. Definitely the one where you usually end up dying and losing your points you got. Oop. Okay, give me a oops. That was just a bad jump for me, so looks like I won't be getting that S rank. If you beat this stage without dying, you'll usually get an S rank, but the without dying part especially gets hard in this amazingly fun yet very hard section. Ooh, but I did hear the whew noise, meaning that I did indeed get one of the silver medals. Rings! The end is just ahead. Yeah, there's a little bit of slowdown right there, but it's okay. I don't care that much about lag.
You just made it.
So yeah, about 10 more minutes before we'll have to call this episode over. Hopefully next episode has less glitches. So the camera got a little tilted, it seems. Now you can do episode Shadow, since you know Shadow was in the cutscene right before that. So that means we have all 3 stories unlocked, and the only one left to unlock is... Well, there is a DLC story, which I might get. Tomorrow I'm gonna call Chick-fil-A back to... because I'm trying to get a job.
How could it come to this?
But yeah, aside from the DLC bonus character story, there's just last story. And I'm pretty sure it's not even a story when you're doing the bonus character one. It's just some stages for fun.
The day of disaster. Here are my records of this event.
You'll discover more about who this guy is in Silver's story. But he's Mephiles and he's disguising himself as Shadow. Reason being, in Shadow's story, that's a bit harder to just explain in one sentence.
I see it! So that blue hedgehog's the ableist trigger?
Blue Hedgehog.
I'll send us back in time to the point when the Iblis trigger was alive. What the? Who was that guy? He looked just like Shadow.
This is terrible! According to the data, the princess died when she was kidnapped by Eggman. Apparently, Eggman's battleship exploded. The date of this incident was 2 days after the Festival of the Sun.
If we don't return in time, Elise will die on board Eggman's battleship. That means...
Yeah, I think so.
You guys are so slow. Look.
A Chaos Emerald!
Well now, I may not look it, but I'm a real treasure hunter. Unlike a certain echidna I know.
What?
That feeling when shots fired.
Have you guys discovered anything?
Yeah. I received a signal indicating there's a Chaos Emerald here, but...
You mean we've got to go through there?
If you don't like it, you can stay here.
You've got to be kidding.
Don't be late. Same to you.
And then, after this stage, we'll probably have to call it over. But after this, then we go back into the open world for a bit, because we'll be returning. But this song, the guitar in both parts of this song, both the up-tempo and the low-tempo part, just epic. Ah, dang it, I missed the medal.
Gotta be careful not to fall off here.
Oop.
If I use a homing attack on that monster, I'll be able to reach the other side. Yes!
Got a medal.
Gotta hit it once when it comes into view.
My homing attack was getting stuck on the crystals, that's why that was a bit weird. Oops! I thought the bouncer flung me far enough forwards, but it did not. But yeah, at least I got one up. Also, I will say, this game's animations are definitely my favorite character animations. I love the spike physics for Sonic and stuff, and the running animation is just really satisfying. Like, I also love the jump animation with no glow, and it's just a 3D version of it, of the old animation. And it has it's mainly the spike physics, which I have no idea why they got rid of. Like, that was in the Storybook Saga games, but other than that, for some reason they just got rid of it. And I legitimately can't see a reason why. Of course you'd say that was cool. Oop. Let's get some rain. Oops, missed the rain. There's gotta be rings over here, right? Though? Yeah. And now we get to part 2 of this stage. I'm happy I can finally be uploading in HD. That's just pretty cool. Now this one's an oddly calm song for a lava cave. But yeah, you'll just listen. This song has some raging guitar. Yeah, that was just a bad idea on my part. Whoa. Wait a second. Dang it, missed the thing. Perfect timing. Ended right as I got to the bottom. Also, this stage has the first Knuckles section in the game. Whoops! Jumped a little too late. Luckily, there's a ring right there. Yeah, this guitar, smooth as frick, boy! Ah! Ah, tried to make it through.
Knuckles! I'll take care of it. No, while gently. If all of the lights shine at once, your way will become clear. Press the X button. Again to do a back block, and a third time to do a straight back button for a back attack.
I do like that Knuckles also gets the spike physics. Whoops. Let's see. That light's on, that light. Ow! Dang, I took too long. But I got all the lights on. So let's see. That light's on. So let's see, that light's on. That light's on. That light's off. Dang it, sometimes it does this. There we go. Then this light. Oh, I swear I got all the lights. See that light, that light. Those three up here. That one looks good. This is absolutely the hardest part of the stage. Rufus is meowing at my legs, but hey Rufus, sorry, I'm trying to work on something. Maybe now that all the enemies are out of the way, I can do it fast enough.
Thank you, Knuckles.
There we go. Rufus. Meow. You're a loud cat. Ooh. What, Rufus? Meow. I can pet you more after the recording. Wait, there it is.
Okay.
Getting them points.
That was incredible.
And that's an S range. So then there will be a cutscene, and I just remembered there's a boss before we go back to the hub world, so we'll just have to do the boss next episode, since we don't really have time. Run low on time here. So after this cutscene, we'll have to call it an end. I also do like how, despite not having like a full theme song put through in the game, like even Eggman has, Iblis and Mephiles both have recurring leitmotifs.
Chaos Emerald.
Don't touch it!
What? What's this?
We wandered into Iblis's lair. It appears that the video has already... It just split itself into multiple sections. I hope it you guys didn't miss anything, because I see that it's back down to 20-something seconds, so I guess it just timed out. But unlike the other cameras, when they time out, it just starts a new video, which is pretty intuitive. I like that. I like that a lot. Rufus. Meow. Why are you laying on the floor right there? Silly cat.
Leave this to me.
So yeah, we'll have to continue this next time. See y'all in the next episode, where we will continue Sonic's story.